This is frustrating because I'm not sure what I'm doing. What I wanted to do is try to fill in the gap for the first part of this recording, since I plan to make a CD of it, if I still remember how. I was fortunate enough to be able to capture about 61 minutes of the, I think it was an hour and a quarter that she gave me, that she devoted to the session. And according to my notes, I just made some cursory notes while I was attempting to get both of my phones to record it. And I found that I merely missed the first section, which was a meditation. We did a deep meditation for a few minutes, and then we did a series of breathing exercises, and she followed that with a prayer. We got into the reading, and she said that the person who was waiting to communicate with me was my mother, and it was very short. And she said, Mother was there to tell me that she was sorry and ask my forgiveness because she was not there for me, but she would be here for me now and to help guide me. And that was it. And the next person was Mark, who is prevalent in any psychic experience I've ever had, because Mark was such a wonderful, bright, enlightened human being. And she thought it was my nephew or my son or even an adopted son. And I knew then that she was talking about Mark, because he was my son's boyfriend, but he came to live with us, and I loved him almost as much as I love Christian, because he was such a good soul. And she told me that he had an untimely accident, which he did, and he had spent too many hours working, because he was an overachiever, too many hours working in the restaurant, and he fell asleep at the wheel driving home, and was killed. So Mark sends me love and smiles, as he always did.
Mike, Michael, Michael, the letter M, please. And again, I feel that, anyways, the gentleman I'm seeing is quite handsome. But anyways, I'm asking him, why are you here? And I feel that this gentleman is here to support you and say, you are loved. Do you understand that, please? Because I feel that there are conflicts going on around you that is hindering or hurting you on a personal level or emotionally. And this young man who was so enamored with you, I mean, you're a very attractive woman, and he said you were the the most beautiful woman that I had met. Do you understand that, please?
Oh,
and
gosh.
he was trying to get you to go out with him, but again, you said you didn't want to. You were focused on what you were taking at college or university, wherever you were. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Anyways, he's here to support you. He's here to help you during the emotional entanglement or the emotional crapola that is happening around you. I also have a child that never drew breath, please. Do you have a child in spirit that was miscarried or
Yes.
Aborted, please?
Yes. Yes.
Do you have a child in spirit that was miscarried or aborted, please?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Yes. Yes. And I see this child as a little girl. Do you understand, please? And she's coming forward to say it wasn't meant to be. So please release the pain of losing her. Do you understand, please?
Yes.
And so she's asking you whether you will accept her as your daughter, and if so, if you could give her name. Do you understand, please? Okay? And so that you can take a moment after the session to give her name. And I said, why are you here? And she says she's here to show love and to give you joy. Do you understand? She wants to be your joy guide or helper or spirit. Do you understand, please? I feel that she loves music, that she loves singing and so on, so that when you hear songs in your mind, I feel that she's the one that's closest to you. But the biggest thing is that she's been sitting around you trying to cheer you up in the last, I would say, 3 months. Do you understand that, please? She's been trying to, yeah, cheer you up. Does that make sense to you?
Yes, okay. All right.
Do you accept her as
Yes.
your daughter?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Of course.
Okay, and then you can give her a name so that it just brings that relationship that much closer and bonding. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay, and she says, I don't want you to feel bad or guilty about my crossing or the situation. I wasn't meant to breathe. I was meant to have this experience as well as you. Do you understand that, please?
Yes, okay.
Okay. Now, okay, so I have a gentleman coming forward here that I feel would have, I hear the word doctor. Do you have a friendship tie, a doctor that would be in spirit, please? Somebody that would have worked, that had the title doctor. I'm trying to ask whether it is a academic doctor or a medical doctor. Do you understand, please? So I feel that this is more on the intellectual side.
Yes.
Would you understand that?
Yes, but I don't think so. I don't know. No.
You don't have a gentleman. Okay. So yes, thank you. Did you have an operation in your late 20s, early 30s?
Yes.
Okay. And the doctor that took care of you at the time?
Oh, God. Yes. What?
Yeah, okay, it's okay. Don't worry about remembering him, but he's coming forward and he comes with this sense of I'm sorry, I didn't understand the situation at the time. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
And it's this doctor who's now in spirit and says, I'm so sorry, I didn't understand the situation at the time, you see? And so he comes to apologize for not being more sensitive and more understanding and more alert to the situation that was going on. Would you understand that, please?
Yes, okay.
Would you forgive this doctor for not? Yeah. So in forgiving this doctor, you also start healing the situation as well. Do you understand that, please?
All right. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. Bless you for being such a good person in forgiving someone that was emotionally harmful. Do you understand that, please?
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I also feel, I want to say to you, Nina, that you are loved deeply by the divine source itself. Do you understand that, please? I feel that God, whatever word you want to use, that created you, the soul, you have a strong connection to the divine source. Would you understand that?
Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
And there's a part of you that is very spiritual. I'm not looking at religion. I'm looking at spirituality. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
And there's a part of you that has always wanted to communicate directly with God. And I want to say, you always have been. You've always been connected, should I say, to God, even though at some part in your life you were very how can I say, dissatisfied, rebellious towards God itself. Would you understand that, please?
Yes.
Yeah, but you never stop believing in God itself. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
So I hear from the divine source itself you are loved and you have never been abandoned. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
And I feel that, Nina, you have the ability to be a clairvoyant, you sense and feel energies, and there is a part of you that resists it, but another part of you that wants to develop it. Would you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And I hear it's time for you. There's changes happening. May I ask how old you are, Nina?
68.
68. So I want to say that life really changed for you between 64, 65. There was a lot of changes that occurred for you. Yes, thank you. And not always the pleasant ones, but there was some good stuff. The year 64 to 65 was all about change. Things changed, it happened on all levels. Do you understand that, please? But it is a natural process that occurs during our age progression, and it has nothing to do with being a senior. Okay, please get that out of your head.
Yeah.
Nothing at all. Okay, joy being a senior. Yeah. Oh, yeah. And I want to say that from 65 to 66 was all about integrating the changes. Do you understand, please?
Yeah.
Adjusting to them. The other thing you want to realize, Nina, as much as you hate changes, you must embrace them and know that it is for a progression to move forward. Do you understand that, please? Okay?
Yes,
the more that you resist change, the more you create conflict to make you change. Do you understand that, please? Okay? So from 65 to 71, it's about you, Nina, about empowering yourself and saying, enough is enough. I can't live this way. Do you understand that, please? Okay? So I feel that you are in the process of finding who you really are and what you want out of life. Do you understand, please? The health issues that you may have are all related to stress, because I hear that you are a worrywart. In other words, you worry about things that haven't happened. Do you understand that, please? Okay?
Who told you?
And I hear, do not worry about things that haven't happened.
Yeah.
Focus on what's happening, but focus on the good stuff. The more you feed the good stuff, the more you create it. Do you understand, please?
Yes.
And people that worry a lot have a tendency to focus on the bad stuff. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay? So I want you to shift that and move into focusing on what is working for you, Nina, you are a beautiful soul. You are a beautiful person, I hear. And all your life, you have dedicated yourself to others. Do you understand that, please? And I hear that you need to focus on yourself as well. Do you understand that? This is time for you now, from 65 to 71, and you say you're already 68. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
So you've got halfway through there, and the first 3 years of those 6 years increments, you've been fighting the changes. Do you understand that, please? Okay? So I want you to know that in your heart and in your mind that you are safe. Do you understand that?
Yes.
You are safe, okay?
Yes.
But you must look at the changes and say, I accept the change. I'm ready to move forward. And in doing so, opening your mind and your heart to it, you create a more harmonious lifestyle and a more harmonious integration of change. Do you understand that, please?
Yes,
okay?
I believe that.
Now, I want to say, Nina, that your life has switched around. Do you understand that, please? Okay? So you were going on your merry way on this path and say, oh, well, it's the way it is and whatever. But the divine you, the soul, said, wait a minute, you're not meant to continue living this way. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Do you understand?
Yeah.
And now you are faced with making decisions that will change your life. Do you understand that, please?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do.
And I hear you must make the changes. You are worthy. You are worthy of happiness. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay? You are worthy. Now it's time for you to nurture yourself instead of everybody else around you. Do you understand that, please? This is a very important 3 years. Do you understand, please? These next 3 years is about you rising above and actually creating a lifestyle that is appropriate and is more harmonious to you. Do you understand, please?
Yes, I do. Yes.
And I feel that right now that you are in a quagmire of how can I say, sadness, conflict, and in a way disagreement. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Disharmony.
Okay.
Yeah? And the thing is, you have to remember, Nina, that even God itself can't help you unless you ask. And all you have to do is say, help me get through this.
Yes.
Do you understand that,
Yes,
please?
I know
Okay?
that. Uh-huh.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because you have free will. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
And your free will is the gift that the divine source has given you so that you can create your own life. Do you understand?
Yes.
Okay? Now, yes, thank you. Do you have a sister, please, in spirit?
Yes.
Is your sister in spirit, please? I have a
Yes.
woman coming forward and saying, sister here. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Your sister, I feel there's a great, yes, thank you, a great love between you and your sister. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
And so when sister passed to the spirit or the afterlife, there was a part of your heart that went with her. Do you understand that, please? It's like I feel so lonely without her being in the physical world. Would you understand that, please? Sister comes here and says, I love you. And I am still alive. I just don't have my physical body, but I touch you every day. I come to visit you during the nighttime around 2:15 a.m. Would you understand that, please? Do you ever wake up? Do you ever wake up around that time?
I'm awake at that time. I don't sleep well.
Okay, and I feel that your sister is walking in because the night time is when it's the two worlds are closest together. And sister comes forward and she sits beside you and she says, all is well, Nina. All is well, Nina. I'm here for you. I'm here for you. We have been partners all our lives. I am here for you. Do you understand that, please? I was the one to go first, and I know you were angry with me when I went first. Do you understand that, please? Because there was an agreement that you would go together. Do you understand that? And she says, no, I'm here. It was meant to be this way. And you are strong. You are strong. You can make this through. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay, and she comes with, she brings you a beautiful bouquet of mixed flowers. I feel that this woman would have loved flowers. Do you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes.
And she says, I bring you these spiritual flowers to bring beauty in your life, to bring you happiness. Do you understand, please? And I also hear her singing. Did she sing in the choir, or was she one that would sing, please?
Occasionally, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. I feel that sometimes that, she'd be, oh my God, and then she'd start singing and a little dance here and there, and she'd just try to cheer you up through singing to you, being funny. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
So she comes with a song, and it's like I hear the bangles, and I hear the musical instruments that she loved, and she's, and she's got that, that rhythm, that
Yeah.
she just wants to dance like you used to dance as kids. Do you understand that, please? Okay. So sister comes with such love, and she wants you to not be so sad. She says, you've been crying too much. Do you understand that, please? You've been crying too much, and I don't want you crying anymore. I want you to start laughing. I want you to know, my darling, that I'm not dead. I'm here with you. At any time, you can talk to me. I will hear you. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
You are a very, very sensitive woman. You don't like other people to know that you are sensitive, but you are very, very sensitive. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
And that sensitivity, Nina, is an asset. It's not a curse. Sometimes, you think, why do I care so much? Do you understand that, please? And I hear sensitivity is your tool as an asset, not a curse, but you need to protect yourself from taking on other people's emotional crapola. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
So the way that I teach my students to protect themselves, because all my students are sensitive, is to put a beautiful golden sphere of flower of life around you. And what that does, and you ask that it be filled with the divine love and light, and what that does is stop you from drinking up other people's negative emotions.
Yes.
It allows good energy to come through, but what we ask with that is that any negative energies coming at you bounce off, transform into positive, and go back wherever it came from.
Yes.
You understand that,
Yes.
please?
Yes.
Okay? Now, I feel, I want you to know that I just got a message, poor network connection, but it'll straighten
it's
out.
all right. Yeah.
You can still hear me, yes?
Yes,
Okay.
and it's
So,
all right.
okay, so yeah, I want you to promise me that you do that every day. And what I can do is email you what I call the gap. And the gap is grounding, ascent. It's everything that we did at the beginning of the session.
Yes.
Do you understand, please?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
And you do that every day, and it helps you to link into the higher frequency to help you have a more harmonious life. Do you understand, please?
Yes. Yes.
Now, I feel that there is some energies between you and your husband that are burdening you. Would you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes.
Is there some difficulty between you and your husband, please?
Yes. Yes. There is.
Yeah, and is I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, I didn't say anything. I was just thinking.
What were you?
I was.
Okay. Okay. Sorry.
No, it's the connection. I didn't say anything.
Yeah. Okay. So what I want to say is that you are committed to your husband and always have been, but I feel that there is some unhappiness and sadness associated with husband. Would you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes. In a way. In a way.
Yeah, and I feel that you're good friends and you do everything to be a good wife and be a good friend and all of these things, but there is an element missing in your relationship. Do you understand that, please?
God, yes,
Okay,
yes.
so I feel that I want you to know that you're not, how can I say, you're not imprisoned in this relationship,
No.
but rather that I feel that as you stay together, that you must also create a life for yourself.
Yes.
You understand that, please?
I am.
Okay?
I am. Yes, I am.
Okay?
Yes.
Yeah, and you need to allow and say, okay, we're partners, we're friends, but I also have to have a life, and I'm going to do things that give me pleasure and give me joy.
Yes, I am.
Do you understand that, please?
Yes, I am. Yes, I am.
I feel, yeah, good. And I'm excited about that You see, the difficulty or the problem or the situation, I should say, between you and your husband is as you came together, lived together, somehow along the way, you kind of grew apart in some ways. Do you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. And I feel that you've been living this way for quite a while now.
Yes.
And there's a part of you that is lonely for that male embrace. Do you understand that, please?
Oh, yes. Yes.
You know, that you look at your husband and you says, I wish we were the way we, 30 years ago or whatever. Do you understand that, please?
Exactly. Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, and the thing is that your husband is contented with his life, even though you're not contented with your life in relationship. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
But there's a part of you that will stay with your husband because of your own sincere commitment to this man. Do you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes.
Yes?
Yes.
However, I hear from source, from God itself, that you have a choice, that you can choose to create your life that is appropriate for you. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
We're not saying that you need to divorce or separate. We're not saying that. What we're saying is that there is how can I say, a sense of security by staying in this relationship, and
God.
yet I wish I had a better relationship. Do you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
So there's a sense about you that you don't want to be on your own. You still, even though this relationship is not the best of relationships, it is sufficient for you. Do you understand that, please?
Yes. It's my commitment.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, exactly. So what we say to you, do things not just work, because you've been dedicating yourself to work, or other things to to eliminate that sense of loneliness. Do you understand that, please? Even though you have a companion in the house or with you, you feel lonely.
Yeah.
Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay?
Yeah.
I hear that you are deserving of love. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
You are deserving of love, and that you do not need to be a martyr, or you don't need to self-sacrifice yourself to be a good person. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
So the thing that you have to look at, Nina, is to balance your life and do the things. Okay, thank you. Your sister said, why don't you go and join a choir and sing, because you have a good voice. Your sister says that you can sing better than she could.
Yes, I can.
Yeah. And I would be so happy if you would join a group of singers so that I can stand there beside you and sing with you too. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
And she
yes.
said, when you sing, Nina, the angels sing with you. Do you understand that, please?
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Okay.
Wow.
Would you please to make your sister happy to investigate or research you joining a singing choir or a singing group? Do you understand that?
Yes.
Would you do, please?
Yes, I will.
Yes. Okay. So I want you to realize you just said yes
I
to
said
your
yes.
sister.
Yes, I know.
You can say this. Do you understand? You can't change your mind because she heard you. Do you understand?
Yes.
And she'll keep pushing you and pushing you to do that. Do you understand?
Yes.
And I feel that as you join this singing group, that you make new friends and that you actually enjoy it, because, as I said, when you sing, you move into a whole different vibration of love, and you feel, and the angels are with you, and
Yeah.
you're singing. But I want you to realize that when you're singing, your sister's beside you singing.
Oh God.
Even
God help
says
us.
when, and she said, even you may hear me miss a note. It's not the girl beside me.
It's cute. It's cute. Oh, wow. Wow.
I feel your sister is saying, there are times you used to tell her to shut up. You understand? She
Wow.
couldn't keep a note as well as you.
Oh
You
my
understand
goodness.
that, please?
Yes.
Yeah. So, and
Uh,
I also see her giving you a book. There is a book. I feel this is your own book, she says. I want you to write your story.
I
Do you
did.
understand that, please?
I have.
Oh, okay.
Oh my
Okay, so
God.
she's showing me this book, and she's saying this is your own story. Do you
Yes.
understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay, so she said, have you published your book yet?
Yes, I have. Yes.
Okay, so I feel that there's another book that is following up to this one.
Oh
Do you
my
understand
God.
that,
Oh my
please?
God.
Okay,
Oh.
I feel the first book or this book that she's showing me was a process of healing. Do you understand that, please?
Oh my God.
And she says, yeah, and she's saying that that you are writing another book that will bring it's like a self-help kind of book. Do you understand that, please?
Yeah, okay. All right. It's well,
So
it's
she wants you to
oh,
continue.
yeah.
I'm sorry.
Yes.
Okay, so she says that. Okay, now listen, sister. she's telling you that, like, come forth, and she said, "Look, I want you to go singing so that you lift your vibration. I want you to write up another book, and
Yeah.
in this book, bring in the joy and the benefits of certain abilities that you have." Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
And I feel it's like a self. Oh, yes, thank you. I hear you. And she says she's an artist too. You can also, can you paint or draw or anything of that sort, please?
Not really.
Your sister, well, your sister is telling me that you can write children's book with drawing in it
Yeah.
to, for the children or images or whatever.
Yeah.
If you can't draw, I feel that there's somebody around you that can help you create this book.
Yes.
So I see, I'm excited now, Nina. I really am, because your sister's all, she's all excited about getting this through to you.
Oh,
She
God.
says you are a writer, and you will help many people through your books. Do you understand that, please?
Oh, God.
Okay, so this is not the only book. You need to now start. And so I feel that there are different categories that you can write. And I see children's book with pictures in it, of course,
Yeah,
and, a short story with, how, as an example, how they were created to who they are today. Do you understand that, please? And I also, I'm just using that as an example.
Okay.
Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
And so that you will be inspired, and I feel that your sister is going to help you by giving you information from the afterlife to help people on earth. Do you understand? Isn't that exciting?
Oh,
You
my
and your
God.
sister will be partners in this. Would you understand that, please?
Oh my God. Yeah, but I'm not.
Oh.
Oh my. Well. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Wow.
Excited! I'm
Yeah.
excited for you. This is amazing. Do you
Oh.
understand that, please?
Oh my goodness.
And I feel that you will become renowned in your book writing. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Because of the essence of love that you put in these books.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Nina, you are the most loving person, and I know sometimes you hide that love because you don't want to be hurt. Please, just let it pour out and just protect yourself with this beautiful golden sphere, a flower of life, so that there is no negative influences. Now, mind you, this does not eliminate your karma, but we know that karma is good neutral or bad or whatever.
Yeah.
Do you understand that,
Yes,
please?
yes,
Okay?
yes.
So you are of good heart. You are a beautiful, radiant soul. It is now time in your life to project that and touch as many souls as you can, and you will do this through your books. Do you understand that, please?
Yes, yes, yes.
You you are it is you have the potential to be a famous writer if you're not already. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
But you're well known in the literature world. Do you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I feel that that's even going to be stronger and stronger. Do you understand that, please? You are a gift to us. You are a gift to mankind, but you want to understand. It's not a but. You must also understand that you are channeling higher guidance as well. Do you understand? You are a conduit, an instrument of the divine source to help us. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay? So I want you to feel confident. I want you to feel at peace that you are loved by many in the afterlife and in the heavens, if you like, and that you are not going, but you are protected by the angels, by the archangels that I mentioned earlier,
Oh, okay.
Michael, Gabriel, Raphael, Uriel, all of them.
Raphael is my spirit guide. Raphael. I was told.
There you go.
And I know
Yes.
he is. I know he is. Wow.
And you have all four of them around you. Do you understand that, please? Okay?
Yes.
All four of them. Michael looks after free will, right?
Yes.
Do you understand, please?
Yeah.
And so you've got Uriel, who brings in the divine light. You've got the healer. You've got the messenger.
Yeah.
You've got all of them together. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
I am excited for you, and I want you to get excited because what I see ahead of you is so brilliant and different from what you've been through. Do you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes.
Okay? Can you open your mind and open your heart to this?
Yes, of course, I can. Yes.
Yes.
Mm.
Again, your sister's not going to be ignored here. Do you understand?
Oh.
I want you to know that she is walking by your side. Do you understand that, please?
Yes, yes, yes.
Yes, okay.
Okay.
So no sadness about sister. It's okay to have tears, but have tears of joy. Do you understand, please?
Yes.
Because this woman, so loves you. As much as she would argue with you, there was a profound bond between the two of you. Do you understand that, please?
Yes, yes, yes.
Can you accept that?
Yes, I can.
Yes.
Yes, I can.
Now, do you have a dog in spirit, please?
Yes, Max.
A dog coming forward here
No
and
way.
woof 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 woof, wanting to be recognized. Do you understand that, please?
Yes, yes.
So this dog is coming forward with a great deal of pay attention to me, pay attention, I'm here with you. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay, so I feel that this dog would have been quite a character. He was one to be ignored. Do you understand that, please?
Yes, of course.
Yeah, and I feel that there was a very strong animal communication between the two of you.
Oh,
You understand
yeah.
that, please?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah.
And I feel that, please forgive the phone, it's my mother's phone. I want to say that this dog, again, comes to visit with you. And there are times where this dog is sitting at your feet and you have a sense of coolness at your ankles and the temperature in the room is normal. It's just this whole,
Hard to concentrate.
I just want to let this, whatever's going
Yes.
on out there. Okay,
I know.
thank you. So get back into the dog here. I feel that the dog comes to visit with you and sits at your feet, and you would feel the dog through like a little coolness around your ankles. Do you understand that, please?
Yes, all right.
Do you ever feel that?
I don't know. I'm not conscious of it.
I'm-
I'm not conscious of it.
Okay,
I need
Okay.
to ask you,
okay, so
can you see anyone else with my sister? Can you see a girlfriend of mine? Can you see anyone else? There.
so far, at this point, not yet. Is there anyone in particular that you want to come forward?
Yes, Rosemary.
Is there a name?
Rosemary.
Oh, okay. Okay, I got a confirmation here. Is Rosemary a friendship tie, please?
Yes.
And did Rosemary, I'm getting a lot of shivers with Rosemary. And so I can't see Rosemary, but I feel she's here because, again, and I feel that there's a very strong bond between the two of you. Now, did Rosemary have cancer?
Yes. Yes.
Yes,
Yes. Cancer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had cancer, please?
Yes.
Yeah. And so I feel Rosemary is here because I'm getting the shivers. I'm cold. I'm freezing now. And Rosemary's coming in, and she's coming with what I want to say, Archangel Raphael. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
So she's coming in with the joy of being able to communicate with you and to say, I'm okay, I made it okay. I feel that this woman would have fought very hard to stay alive, but at the end kind of gave up. Would you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, and Rosemary is saying, I love you, and thank you. There's a strong feeling of gratitude from this woman for everything that you have done for her. Do you understand that, please? You were there when no one else was. Do you understand that, please? And she says, if you meet my family, just let know that I'm okay. I made it to the spirit world. I am healing in the spirit world, but I want to, yes, thank you. I want to develop my abilities to greet people as they cross over that have no one to greet them. And I want to be a healer. I want to help people that go to the afterlife suddenly and quickly. Do you understand that, please? Okay? And so I feel that Rosemary has such a strong, beautiful heart, a nurturing heart. Do you understand that, please? Now, I feel that Rosemary at some time in her life, in her youth as a young girl, could have been a nun. Do you understand that, please? Did she ever tell you that when she was a child, she almost, she would have been, how can I say, she would have desired to be a sister or a nun. Do you understand that, please?
Yeah, but not her. I don't think so.
No, she would have been.
I don't think so.
Well, what she's telling me is that when she was a child, in the age of 10 to 12 years old, do you understand, please?
Yeah.
Around that time period, that she would have thought of becoming a missionary sister. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
However, it was not in the cards. It was not something that was meant to be. Do you understand?
Yes.
I feel that this woman would have been a very dedicated woman to helping others. Would you understand? I feel that she would have been a humanitarian in many ways, even though she had what I would call conditional love. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
In other words, people had to show that they were worthy of her love. Would you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes. Yes.
Yeah, she was a kind woman, but at the same time, she was no fool. Do you understand that, please?
Yeah. Yeah.
Rosemary was not a fool. She could tell when people were sincere and when they were just trying to take advantage. Do you understand, please?
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Now she's saying, Nina, my darling, you must learn not to be taken advantage of. Would you understand that?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Have your have your boundaries. Be kind, be generous, but have your boundaries. Do your part, let it go, and do not be attached to the end results. Would that make sense, please?
Yeah.
I mean, this woman, Rosemary, I feel so much love in my heart. I feel that, like I'm getting these bursts of love happening here. I just get this constant, and it's like poof,
Uh-huh.
poof.
Gosh.
These bursts of love coming here, and the excitement of being able to communicate with you. Do you understand that,
Oh,
please?
gosh.
Okay. And I also feel that there was a time that Rosemary would have smoked. Would you understand that, please?
Oh, no.
Did
No.
she ever? Okay, who around her, was it you then that there was a time that you were a smoker?
Yes, I was. I was.
You
Yeah.
were the one.
Yeah.
Yeah, you were the, because I'm seeing the cigarette and oh, you understand that, please?
Yeah.
All right,
Yeah.
but you no longer smoke.
Because she told me to
No,
stop.
you quit smoking, correct?
Yeah, she told me to stop.
There you go.
Yes, yes, yes.
Yeah,
Uh,
yeah. So, and that, she's bringing that memory
Wow.
to really, how can I say, evidence that it's really her talking to you. Do you
Yes.
understand that, please?
Yes. Yes.
Okay? Because I'm seeing and this, I don't want you smoking kind of thing,
Yeah,
right? So
yeah.
stop, whatever. And so you would, you would try not to smoke in front of her, but you have your cigarette when she's not around. Do you understand?
Wow.
until
Yeah.
until you actually did stop smoking. Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
So, anyways,
Oh, my goodness.
not to worry. She says you're going to be fine, but I want you to focus on yourself now. Enough for everybody else. That is not being selfish. That is nurturing yourself so that you can last a longer life and that you can help more people. Do you understand? Because yes, thank you. You were a great help to me, and I want that for everybody. Do you understand? And I have tears in my eyes from her in gratitude. Do you understand that, please? And she says, I can't thank you enough for your love, for your dedication, and your nurturing to me. Do you understand that, please? And I know, Nina, that you can help many other people, but you must first help yourself by nurturing yourself, being good to yourself. Do you understand that, please?
Yes. Yes.
And I see her just hugging you, like I want to just go through this screen and just hug you. Do you understand? So she's there by your side and she's hugging you. Do you understand that,
Yes.
please?
Yes.
She's there. Feel the love. Feel how much you are loved, Nina. Truly loved. And so Rosemary is saying, never forget the good times. Focus on the good times, not the bad times. For you create your future, your potential through your everyday thoughts. And I want you, Nina, to be happy. I want you to be happy.
Yes.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
So I've got Rosemary on one side. And what was the name of your sister? What is the name of your sister, please?
Sandra. Sandra.
Audra.
Sandra.
I'm sorry?
Sandra.
Sandra?
Yes. Uh-huh.
Okay, so have Sandra and Rosemary both here, one on your side, one on the other side, embracing you with so much love. And they want you to know that they walk by your side to watch over you. Do you understand? And to carry on your journey on earth with them by your side. You understand that, please?
Yes.
Yes, they have work to do on the other side, and they do that because, it would be awfully boring to stay by your side all the time. Yes. No offense to you, you're a woman. It's just that they can be in more than one place at the time because they are in the spirit. Do you
Yes.
understand that, please?
Yes.
Okay, so all you have to say is Rosemary, are you here? Sandra, are you here? Help me. I need a little uplifting now.
Yeah.
And you have your daughter in spirit as well, you know, that wants you to, what name are you going to give your daughter?
I don't know. I don't know.
Okay. So remember, you must meditate.
Yes.
Call your daughter forward. Call Rosemary. Call Sandra. And yes, I hear Sandra saying, I'm looking after your daughter as well. Do you understand that, please? I have met her and looking after her. Now, do you have any other questions or comments before we close our session?
No, I don't think so. No. Thank you. No.
Now, listen, Nina, I want you to feel joy in your life. I want you to have tears of joy, not of sadness.
Yes.
Do you understand that?
Yes.
Rosemary, Sandra are two formidable women who love you so much. Do you understand
Yes.
that, please?
Yes.
And that have not left you. They are around you. And I want you to know that they are at peace. They're not concerned about their families and what they're doing and not doing, etc. But they are here for you, for the support, just as the archangel is there for you. And take the time when we're finished to just sit quiet and integrate our session. Do you understand that,
Yes.
please?
Yes.
Now, as I summarize here, Nina, you are a force to be reckoned with. Do you understand that, please? There is so much that is your potential. Allow it to happen on a in a gradual way. Now, and what you need right now is balance in your life. So you want to find a place or a group that you can go singing in, go singing to bring balance here. Because you have work, you have dedication, you have all that. So you need pleasure. You need some pleasure. And you're not the type of person that's going to go to a bar. Do you understand, please? So I hear, find that balance. And as you get into the choir or the singing group, you will also be inspired while you are singing on your next books and so on. Do you understand that, please?
Yes,
Don't worry about it. Put
Yes.
it on a shelf. And I feel that you will be inspired onto the next books that you write. Do you understand?
Yes.
I feel that you have joy in your heart. You have such great radiance light. Your inner light, your soul light is so radiant. Don't hide it. Just protect yourself with that beautiful golden sphere of flower of life. Do you understand?
Yes.
And fill that sphere with the divine light. I'm going to email you the GAP and the GAPP, which is grounding, ascension, protection, and prayer of intent. It takes a minute every day. I ask that you do it first thing in the morning. Otherwise, life gets a hold of you and you'll forget. Do you understand that,
Yes.
please?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. I appreciate that.
I want to thank you Nina, on behalf of God, the divine source, all of your guides and teachers, your family, your ancestors, for the person that you are. Please do not be condescending to yourself. If ever you do, just say erase, erase, erase. I am that I am. And when you feel anxiety or you're worried, just say stop, breathe, take a beautiful deep breath of love and light. Say, all is well, all is well. I can do this.
Yes.
Do you understand that,
Yes.
please?
Yes.
Okay?
Yes.
I want you to again remember, Nina, you are loved. Do you understand that, please?
Yes.
You are loved. Never forget that. All right?
Mm-hmm.
And I'll leave that with you and say God bless.
Thank you.
Okay?
Thank you.
Take good care.
Bless you too.
Yes.
Thank you, Claudette. Bye, dear.
Yeah.
All right.
Bye.